Good morning, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the Diaspora Machismo. My people, the word for today is disingenuous. It means not sincere or pretending to be something other than you are or than a situation is. Disingenuous. On Sunday, the 11th of September, 2022, several ships left various places in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and they were all heading to Fancy to attend a funeral. One of the buses that went on that trip came from the small village on the leeward coast of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Clay Valley. Unfortunately for the residents of Clay Valley, and unfortunately for the people who were aboard that bus that was heading to Fancy for this funeral, the bus that left Clay Valley met with an accident, and in that accident, 5 people died. 5 young people died. So we know the citizens of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is in deep mourning, because we had 5 productive young people with families who have saw their untimely death. My condolence goes out to the people of Clay Valley and everyone who have lost someone in that fatal crash in the bus that crashed in Sandy Bay. My people, the unfortunate thing is, there are some people who are trying to use this unfortunate situation to get political mileage. On Monday, the members of the opposition, Dr. Friday and other members, went to Clay Valley. They visited with those people who would have suffered serious loss in that fatal accident. And I had no doubt that Dr. Friday's visit and Major Leacock's visit were genuinely done out of concern for the mourning of the village, of what the village would be experiencing at this period of time. I have no doubt that their visit would have been genuine. They took the first opportunity and they saw it fit to go and express their condolences to these people personally as political leaders in our community. It was expected. This is a tragedy. And it would have been not expected to the politicians to go and make their presence felt within the community so that the community could know that they are standing with them in this time of great loss. Because even though every family did not experience a loss, Clay Valley is a closely knit family. It is a closely knit family. Everyone in Clay Valley is related some way or the other. So when 5 people die in a tragedy like this, every member of Clay Valley will be experiencing a loss of a cousin, a brother, a sister, a father, a friend. So when the politicians went there to express their condolences and make their presence felt so that the citizens or the residents of Clay Valley can know that we are in solidarity with you, it was important for them to do that. I had no doubt that Dr. Friday and Leacock and all of the other opposition members that went to Clay Valley to express their condolences did it from a heart of love, from a heart of sorrow, and they know that it is important for them to visit these people at this time of need. On Tuesday, following Dr. Friday and Leacock's visit to Clare Valley to express their condolences in person, Ralph Gonsalves went Tuesday. Ralph Gonsalves not only went Tuesday, but he take his camera with him on Tuesday, because it was supposed to be for him a public spectacle. Not only did he went, but he did the same thing as he did with E.G. Lynch after Ralph Gonsalves would have disenfranchised E.G. Lynch, ensured that he took away his property. Ralph Gonsalves went to E.G. Lynch's funeral and he cried crocodile tears because he wanted to put on a big show. He wanted to have a public demonstration. He wanted the attention of the people who was at the funeral and those who would have been watching the funeral on the internet and those who would have get a chance to see the videos of the funeral. He went there to put on a big show. In the same way he put on a big show when he offered the residents over the Jai River as a sacrifice in the gutter incident. He went there, he take Kentucky Fried Chicken, he cry, and he pretend he knew that he offered those people as a sacrifice. And he went and he visited with the parents of those children who died. He cried with those children who died. Crocodile tears. He knew he was responsible for their deaths. My people, in the same way he went to Clare Valley, he took the cameras with him. He violated the privacy of those grieving families. He violated the privacy of the grieving community. And as usual, he shed crocodile tears, knowing that he offered those citizens as a sacrifice. On the 3rd of July, I came to you in a video. I warned you all. I said, Ralph Gonsalves is going to use the carnival season, starting on Jubilee morning, to offer sacrifice to all of those contracts that he signed. A lot of you ridicule me and criticize me. On the 15th of July, I come back and I tell you, I told you that not because the sacrifice was put off, it doesn't mean that the sacrifice is put off indefinitely. It's going to happen when you least expected it. On the weekend of the 4th of September, we had 4 shootings, 2 died. Sacrificial season began. On the weekend of 11th of September, another 2 people were sacrificed. And on the Sunday, the 11th of September, this bus that caused the death of these 5 people was another sacrifice. But Ralph Gonsalves will go to Clare Valley. He knew what he did. He knew who he was offering. And he would go to Clare Valley. And he would watch the parents, the siblings, the girlfriends and the boyfriends, the wives of these people, watch their children in their face and cry to them, knowing that he was responsible for their deaths. My people, there's a lot of things you don't understand, and not because you don't understand it mean it is not happening. I am here in the most evilest place in the world, California. These people offers sacrifice every day to appease the devil. They offer it every day. And when you see a tragedy like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, or Prince, there are sacrifices. And the white people love to see the black community in mourning. They love to see us mourning. It gives them a kick. And it makes them feel comfortable to see us in mourning. If one person died in an accident, the family and the friends would have been in mourning. If two persons died in an accident, the mourning would have been a little greater. But it would not have had the impact as to when 5 people from a particular small community, a closely knit community, meet their deaths suddenly. The mourning is going to leave that community and spread around the surrounding community. Kittels, Chauncey, Lowmans, Camden Park, Ryland Hill. Because our community is a small community. Everyone in these small villages interact with each other. They know each other. So when you see Ralph Gonsalves shedding his crocodile tears, it is really him rejoicing and laughing under his breath and laughing on his tears at the people who are mourning. Because he is now in a place of ecstasy because he is seeing suffering. They love to see black people suffer. It gives them a kick. They don't care about you. That is why when Ralph Gonsalves got it, he had to outdo Dr. Friday. He had to outdo Major Leacock. Dr. Friday didn't cry, Major Leacock didn't cry. He had to outdo them because it's a show. That is why he shed crocodile tears on several occasions. But not only that, he invaded the privacy and the sanctity of the people in their period of grief and mourning. It is a photo op for him. It was not genuine. It was playing politics. And not only playing politics, the man who was responsible for the deaths of these 5 people is going into the home of their mourning relative and pretend that he is sorry. He's not sorry. He will do it again. He is making promises to the children of these deceased people. But if he gets a chance, he will rape your daughters and he will rape your son. Because that is the nasty, dirty bastard that he is. You think this man nice? You watch his cunning smile with his clenched teeth? It's not genuine. His tears are not genuine. My people, it's a sad day for the people of Clay Valley. And no politician had the right to violate the people's privacy in such a manner when they are mourning, when they are grieving the sudden loss of members of their community, to play politics with it. No one had the right to do that. If you are genuinely going to mourn with the people, go and mourn with the people without the cameras. There's a time for everything in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. If you have a friend that has experienced the loss of their mother or their father, you don't go to send your condolences to your friend and tell your friend that we take a selfie for Facebook, for social media. What kind of demons and devils are these people? My people, the sacrifice that is happening now is for the port, the Kingston Port Modernization Project. He's going to offer sacrifice for other things soon. The killing and the accidents will continue. because you have to offer a sacrifice for the independence. My people, some voice notes was going around of people making threats to others. And in this voice note, voices are able to be identified. Let me tell you something. These voice notes did not come about by randomly. These were recording that was made by the St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Service. They have a system where they are able to listening to every call in St. Vincent and Grenadines that is made. Same thing happening in America here. Listen to every call. And there are certain keywords. When they are used in a call, it get the attention of those people who are monitoring the calls. They don't listen to every call, but if you make certain threats, then the call is flagged and the call have to be listened to. The police know the number where the call came from. They know the date of the call, the time of the call, and because they know the number, they know who were involved, who the owners of the devices are that make the call. These calls were recorded by the police. They were released by the police. The police knew what was going to happen, but they released them to strike fear into the hearts of Vincentians. Because Ralph Gonsalves could only lead in the same way white people stay on top in Europe, in America, and in Canada, by ensuring the black community among them are afraid and are in fear. That's only how they could lead. That's the only how they are comfortable. So don't think these voicemails were released by random. Don't think that these people has the facility to record these things. Let me tell you something. Criminals are not the smartest people, but they don't do things like this where they can easily be discovered. They don't do things like this. These were recordings that was recorded by the police. They were isolated and they were put out there. Believe it or not. Mr. Lynch had a critical information about the police wiretapping. He was given critical information so that the public can be brought up to date on the police wiretapping. He brought the public up to date. Mr. Lynch was sued. He was arrested for causing a public alarm. But who was alarmed? No one was alarmed. He was charged for causing a public alarm because the person who gave him the information in confidence could not come and testify on his behalf because they would have been putting their jobs in jeopardy. Mr. Lynch was not lying. The people who gave Mr. Lynch information were not lying. They knew what they were speaking about. The Ralph Gonsalves government has the apparatus in place where they can listen to every call if they want to. All of those calls are recorded. It is not new. Police departments in every city does that within their cities in the United States. The federal government does it with every call within the United States. Canada, England, Germany, Russia, it is practiced every day. This is not new technology, this is old technology. This is not a new system, this is an old system. My people, those people who were recorded issuing those threats and speaking those things. They could have been apprehended. They could have been arrested on suspicion. They could have been charged. But guess why? They won't. Because they don't want the public to know that the government have the facility to record and to listening and to record the conversation of the citizens of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And guess what? It was Ralph Gonsalves' delight to have more murders because he wanted to bring St. Vincent into a criminal state. In the same way the Ciagas did in Jamaica. So that you can keep the populace afraid. Because when your population are afraid, they are easily controlled. People are afraid of dying. They'll do anything the government and the authority says to try to preserve their life. It's a trick of the white man. It's a trick of the devil. Because they want to control you based on fear. That's all. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo. I'll talk to you all very soon. I'm out.